Friends, when we observe the life of a legend, when we start analyzing their life, we found that in their life, in their whole life, they got so many of challenges, and each challenge is more intense than the previous one. But the way they have, accepted those challenges and taken action, that makes the difference. That is the major difference. That is the one thing that created the difference between a person who is successful and who is not successful. Today I'm going to discuss the same thing about a legend, a true legend in every sense, a superstar of American film industry to whom we love a lot, to whom we all admire, to whom we aspire to be like him. He is a true legend in every sense, but his life is also as cinematic as his movies are. It is not less than any movie story. It is exactly like that. From the birth itself, he was, on the constant receiver side of getting the challenges, getting the problems at every level, but he was not ready to surrender in front of them. Today, in this video of Learn from Legend series, I am going to talk about the life of Sylvester Stallone before he became famous, before everyone started acknowledging him, before everyone started noticing him. So it is the story of Sylvester Stallone, the way he shaped his career. So many learnings are there in this video. It is very, very important. We can learn so many things from his life, and we can try to implement a small fraction of those learnings also, so that it can improve our life also. It can improve the way we think or we respond to our life or situations. So video is very, very important. Please do watch, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe this channel, share it with so many of your friends, and press the bell icon. So let's get started. Mr. Stallone, born on 6th of July 1946 in New York. By birth itself, the challenges started. His half of the face got paralyzed due to complication during delivery. Just imagine a boy, he just got get a birth in this world, and immediately someone is saying to him or their parents, like, half of the face is paralyzed, he cannot speak properly. After a few years, his parents got divorced, which again increases his problems furthermore. Due to this, he was mentally very, very disturbed, and so he has to move to different cities due to this thing. Because of this, and because of the emotional setback whatever he got due to the divorce of his parents, he was not able to focus on his studies. So many schools he has changed in this course of time, and then at one point he thought, I will not continue the studies, and he left the schools and thought to pursue his career in the field of acting. He was thinking at that time it will be so easy, he will just move to New York, he will start giving auditions, people will love him and start giving him a job. But it was not like that. Even New York was also waiting for him to come. New York was waiting for him to test. New York was waiting to test his mantle. When he went there, he started giving auditions, and every time wherever he was going, he was getting rejected. He was not getting a single role. He was not getting a small role also. Parallelly, he thought, because he is having a skill of script writing also, so he thought, why not to pursue parallelly with this skill also, because if I am not able to get a role in acting, maybe through script writing I will get the entry in this industry, and once I get the entry, I can start pursuing my dream of becoming an actor. So he started writing a script, but again the same story repeated. Wherever he was going and showing his script, everyone rejected the script also. Never he has like someone has applauded and someone has approached him for his script. Then during 1970 to 1975, he started getting few small jobs, for few small roles in different movies, but it was so small, nobody has noticed it. Even you cannot acknowledge, even you cannot remember whether Sylvester Stallone has done this movie or not. It was such a small roles. Just he was doing all these roles to get some income to survive. In the meantime, he got married, and which again increases his financial burden also. And there was no constant source of income for the family. It was very, very tough for both to survive, even to arrange the meal. They were going through a very tough phase because the source of income was not there. And he was struggling. He was trying everything. He was writing the script. He was moving different production houses to get the role, but he was getting rejected at every moment. In the meantime, what he did, he was very, very broken at that time, and he thought to stole some of the ornaments of his wife, and he did. And after that, he sold all those ornaments to get some money, and they again survived with that money for few more days. Situation was not at all improving. It was getting more and more painful. It was getting more and more worse. But he didn't stop. He didn't allow someone else to come into his life and rule his life. He was ready to accept any challenges, but his dream should be fulfilled. He stayed due to inadequate money he is having. He stayed for 3 weeks on a bus terminal. He survived there. He stayed throughout the day and night. He was staying there. In the daytime, he was going for auditions in different production houses. In night, he was staying there. He was getting food here and there. It is also like sometimes he was not even getting food also. He loves his pet a lot. He was having a dog to whom he loves a lot. And dog was his real friend, his real partner, everything. He was loving his dog a lot. But due to the lack of money, due to the inadequacy of the money, a time came when he thought to sell off his dog to get some money, and it will be good for the dog also, because he thought, like, I am not able to arrange the proper food or nutrition for my dog. Better I will sell it to someone else. The person will take care of this dog and I will get some money on the return. And he did the same. He started walking. He started roaming around a wine shop, and after 2-3 days he got a customer to whom he requested to take the dog, and the person has paid $25 for his dog. He came back and again started surviving with that money. Once he was going on the road and noticed so many people gathered in front of a TV shop. When he went closer and watched on a TV, a boxing match between Muhammad Ali and Chuck Webner was going on. Muhammad Ali was punching Webner ruthlessly, but he was not ready to giving up. Immediately he got an idea, came back to home and started writing a script for 24 hours continuously, and he was so amazed, he was so confident that this script will change the history of the cinema. This script will change the life of Sylvester Stallone, and he named that script Rocky. He was very, very confident about that script. He went to so many of producers and production houses to show the script, but everyone rejected it and few said it's a piece of crap. But Stallone was confident and so much of convinced in his mind, like, no, this is not a piece of crap. This is life-changing script. After visiting and meeting so many producers, finally he got one producer and he was ready to make a film on that script. And he was ready to offer him $100,000 or $1 lakh for this script. But Stallone has a different plan in his mind. He said, I am ready to give the script to you, but I will be acting in this film as a lead actor. And the producer started laughing and said, you cannot speak properly. Your half of the face is not responding properly, and you want to become an actor. Just leave this dream. This is just a bullish dream. But Stallone was not ready to listen all these things, and he was not ready to give the script also for $100,000. Again he moved to next producer. Again this whole series continued. Producers started offering him $1,50,000, $2 lakh, $3 lakh, and it went till $3,60,000, $360,000. But he rejected that offer also because they were not taking him as a lead actor. After that, one producer came forward and he was ready to make a movie on it, and He was ready to take Mr. Stallone as a lead actor, but altogether for his acting as well as the script, the total fee, the total amount, he is ready to pay only $35,000. He said it's a huge risk. No one even knows you. So I am taking a huge risk. So because I am taking the huge risk, I will not pay more than $35,000 to you. Just imagine a person who was having not sufficient money to get 2-course meal, a person who sold his beloved pet just for $25, a person who was staying in the bus terminal for 3 weeks continuously, a person who was not having any financial backup is rejecting an offer of $360,000 just because one single dream, one single aspiration to, and one single conviction in his mind, like this script and this role will change my whole life. And it happened. With $35,000 check, whatever he has received, the first thing he did with that amount, can you just imagine? He went to the same wine shop and he started roaming there, and he was there for continuous 3 days. Then he got that person again and he started talking to him like, please give me back my dog, and I'm going to pay you $100 because at that time my situation was not good, and I now I want back my dog and I'm ready to pay you $100. But the person was not ready to give him the dog for $100. Then $150 he offered, rejected. $200 rejected. $500 he rejected. $1,000 rejected. $5,000 he offered for the dog and it got rejected by the person. Then $10,000 again rejected, and finally at $15,000 the person was ready to give the dog back to Stallone. Just imagine the sympathetic view of that person, sympathetic view of Sylvester Stallone, how attached he was with his dog, so that he was ready to pay $15,000 for that particular dog to whom he sold just merely for $25. Can you just imagine? He just got a sum of $35,000 first time in his life, and in that $15,000 he spent on his dog. Anyhow, remaining $20,000 he started surviving, he started living his life. Movie was getting ready, and once it got ready, it changes the whole course of action. It changes the life of Stallone, and it changes the whole way of seeing the movies and everything. Rocky was a super hit. Rocky was breaking all the records. Film won 3 Oscars as best film, best editing and best direction, and Stallone was also nominated as best actor in Oscars. He became a superstar. Rocky movie was also in the list of American National Film Registry as one of the greatest movie. Can you just imagine a person who was staying on the road, who was surviving anyhow, is now a movie star just because of his passion, just because of his conviction in his mind, just because of so much of belief on himself. Guys, life is tough. Life is really tough, and this world is really a tough world. So many times it happens that you push yourself so much, but nothing happens. We keep pushing towards our goal, and we are not able to get any result, and due to that sometimes our hopes also crushed. You will be broke also, but it happens to all of us, it happens to everyone, definitely happens. But please never let them crush your dreams. Never let those circumstances, never let those situations crush your dream. Keep dreaming and start working in that direction, no matter what happens to you. Friends, no one knows what you are capable of except yourself. So never ever give up. If you are sharing or if you are believing on the ideas of someone else, they don't know your capability. So just believe on yourself, because you only know how much capable you are. remember one thing. Just remember one thing. As long as you are alive, your story is not over. As long as you are alive, your story is not over. So keep dreaming and keep rising. After Rocky, the rest is history. We all know how the Rocky series came, and every movie was a blockbuster movie. After that, everyone knows, and we all know what happened in the life of Sylvester Stallone. That is not important. The struggle, the like the moment he was almost crushed, at that time the way he behaved, at that time the way he responded is more important, and we all can do it. So keep dreaming, keep rising. Thanks for watching this video.